to thank the producers of this wonderful family show for allowing me the opportunity to advertise a women's support group that I am starting in the community. So thank you. Ladies, we will come together to speak honestly and reveal fresh perspective on an often challenging and tangled aspect of our lives, hair removal. Yes, there are magazine articles. Excuse me, Mr. Music Man. Okay, Mr. Music Man. Okay. There are blogs and talk show programs, but I ask you, do we really talk about it with each other in a way that is satisfying? In our weekly meetings, we will educate ourselves, we will connect, share advice, and personal stories. And so you can get an idea, I'll share with you a personal anecdote right now. Many years ago, I turned to waxing as my hair removal method of choice because I have very bony knees and it is very difficult to navigate a razor. And, well, Nair is just gross. But if Nair was your method of choice, you would not be judged in the group. So, many years ago, I turned to waxing, and I have been waxed all over the country. Now, in most cities and suburban areas, it costs anywhere from $75 to over $100 for a full leg bikini wax. So, not too long ago, I decided to try my hand at home waxing. In order to minimize the grooming expenses, well, the cost benefit really didn't pan out. You see, I needed chiropractic care for the yoga-like positions required for home wax. And additionally, my husband and I needed to return to therapy briefly. You see, I agreed to wax his back if he agreed to wax the backs of my legs. So he couldn't handle the pain, and after the first strip, he ended up with a reverse mohawk down his spine, and I almost landed in the emergency room. So, gentlemen, if your wives or girlfriends ever ask you to do this for them, please remember, hot wax is not spackle, nor is it frosting. You see, it's really times like this that I think that maybe we as a nation should simply begin to breed for hairlessness. Just eradicate that body hair gene altogether. It would really save future generations of women, and let's face it, men, a lot of time and money and energy. By the way, I hear they are doing amazing things at Princeton University right now in this area, in the microbiology department. It's all very cutting edge. But then, you know, I think what would happen to the economy without unwanted hair? What would happen to all of those industries invested in hair removal? I mean, it costs upwards of $23,000 over the course of a lifetime for a woman to remove her unwanted hair. What would happen to all of the estheticians? It's the same thought I had when I was waxing my own legs. I mean, it seemed practically un-American of me. Why should I do something for myself that I could outsource to someone else to do for me, on me, especially if that person is a non-Native American with a distinctly different ethnicity from myself, who speaks probably more than 2 languages other than English, thereby making me feel vastly inferior as I lay on the table paying her to rip the hair out of my body. You see, it's just all so interconnected. So, to conclude, it is my hope, ladies, that we may come together and bare our souls and let go of the pretense, at least temporarily, that we are naturally hairless women. Of course, if you are naturally hairless or minimally hairy, this is not the group for you. You can start your own group. So ladies, let us not pretend that we are women of leisure who have time for such painstaking grooming. And let us not pretend that we haven't dipped into our children's piggy banks and savings accounts to achieve these results. Let us not think that we think it's all worth it. There are those cuts and itchiness, ingrown hairs, and occasional abscesses. And let us not pretend that we wouldn't rather be doing pretty much anything else other than plucking, tweezing, shaving, waxing, depilating, threading, electrifying, or lasering our bodies. Maybe we should just give in and let it grow. Well, maybe not. After all, it is about personal choice, freedom, America. So I hope to see many of you again. Thank you and have a good evening.